The year that was 2022. 2022 was a year of reset after 2 years of distribution with COVID-19. And what a year it was for the C3 family. At the start of the year, we physically crossed over a line in the sand as we agreed together to continue to believe God for revival in our nation. Our own team, plus guest speakers Julius Watonlonyo, Paul Reed and Mark Ritchie, encouraged us to keep praying and seeking God for a move of His Spirit in the midst of a chaotic world groaning for help. The 7 men gathered for their largest summit ever in 2022 to talk about soul tiredness, men needing men, and with guest speaker William Wade sharing his story of being radically converted from a troubled background in Belfast and encouraging us always to tag Jesus. Breathe 2022 saw 350 women back in the room with an amazing sense of faith in God's presence as they were encouraged to stay curious for all that God has for them as powerful women of God. Consequently, by God's grace, every area of church life in 2022 saw growth and fruitfulness. C3 Colchester, C3 Bury, C3 Cambridge and C3 Online all continued at a pace with 54 baptisms, 145 recorded decisions for Jesus, 26% growth across all locations, £330,000 given into the Vision offering, tens of thousands seeing our Easter sign in the sky across all locations with Cross equals love. C3 Creative released the song Restorer with the hope that many will use it to glorify God in worship. The studio was completed, enabling quality, excellent and inspiring content to be delivered week in, week out. C3 Impact has sought to provide support and community for some of the most vulnerable people in our world, distributing nearly 80,000 meals in 2022. 20 wellbeing courses ranging from parenting to English classes and mental health courses benefiting hundreds of people. 4,630 individuals have benefited from the community market. Christmas saw 483 people fed at the Christmas banquet. 200 meal kits delivered catering for 758 individuals. 500 warm hampers distributed. 8,273 kilograms of donated food. 24 people regularly accessing warm winter nights and so much more. Of course, in 2022, we celebrated 40 years of the C3 Church. What a party we had as we remembered God's faithfulness and repositioned ourselves for chapter 2 of the C3 story. GLS 22 was also back in the room in Cambridge with 200 curious-minded leaders leaning in to become better leaders, seeking to bring transformation in our world. 55 Plus started strong, meeting monthly to encourage and support one another, finding purpose in all seasons of life. Life Goals with Kids was a huge success to make disciples of our children. A new initiative called The Table for Communication, Collaboration and Celebration was well received as we continue to learn from each other and be all God intends for us. C3 Academy had its biggest intake yet, having 25 students and 2 full-time interns who will go on to study at WTC. Young adults, kids, youth had a great year with more attending than in any previous year since records began. We continue to support missionaries working with some of the most unreached people groups, as well as working with organisations like Open Doors, Love Moldova, Watoto and Compassion. Plus, of course, healings and the gifted children and generous giving and alpha courses, influence in local government, wise input from friends of the house like Krish Kandaya, Pastor Agu, Daniel Rolfe, Stephen Rachel Morstan, Kemi Kelioso, Margaret Stone, Jeff Lucas, and so many more. We closed off the year with our highest ever attendance at our Oh What Wonder services, with over 60 people taking a Bible, indicating a desire to learn more about Jesus. Then we ended 2022 with 300 attending our first New Year's Eve praise party to welcome in 2023. God is good, the devil is a liar. The Church of Jesus Christ will prevail, just like Jesus said it would. Our best days are ahead of us, but it's been pretty good so far. Here's to 2023.